welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna do my January favorites. I don't normally do favorites every month because I feel like I don't always have anything good to share, but this month was exceptional, or maybe I should kind of say even, you know, taking it from December. So December and January I had quite a few items that I have been enjoying, so I wanted to share with you. Okay, the first item I'm gonna show you is the Chanel hand cream, and this is like an oval kind of egg situation packaging. If you've seen my what I've got for Christmas video, that was one of the gifts that I've received, and I hate to say that this is so incredibly expensive. You know, it's just a hand cream and it's like I believe it's $50. Ridiculous price, but I think it's amazing. It's not oily, it's not sticky. If you are someone like me that just needs moisturizer, you know, like very quick, and it needs to be quick drying without, you know, leaving any film or residue on your hands, this is perfect. I also, you know, I like the Caudalie cream, which is hand cream, which is so much, you know, cheaper obviously than Chanel, but you know, it's like a little piece of luxury. Has a very funny applicator, so you open up the top like this, and then you pretty much squeeze both sides. There we go, and there's a little bit coming out. So I'm just gonna do a little bit because I don't really need it, but yeah, I think it's really nice. I'm not sure if I will buy it myself. It was a great, you know, gift to receive, but pretty pricey little item. Okay, let's talk about the skincare because I have quite a few items that I wanted to show you. The first one is again from Chanel. I hold this. This is the Mousse Cleanser, by the way. I've hauled this in, I believe it was in September. It was my birthday and I placed a huge order on Chanel.com. I got a lot of items and I did a video, so you've seen me unboxing this. So I pretty much have been using this since September. So this is a favorite of few months, and I use it once a day at the evening with my Clarisonic. You need very little because it's extremely foamy, and it's just I do double cleanse. Just to one step back, I do double cleanse. First I just remove my makeup with either balm or micellar water, and then this is what I actually use for the actual cleaning of my skin with my Clarisonic. So as you can see, I use quite a bit of it. I probably have about 1/3 left or 1/4 left of this, so not much. But I think I'll be definitely repurchasing. Again, it's Chanel, it's not cheap. But as you can see, it's lasting me for, this is probably another month or two I'll have in here. So it's really lasting for a long time. So I think the price, you know, I can justify the price. So definitely this is, if you're looking for a good cleanser and you're not allergic to Chanel skincare, I think I would highly recommend, because I love it, and it says it's anti-pollution as well, whatever it means. But yeah. So anyway, this was my cleanser. The next thing is the Facial Radiance Pads, and this is from the First Aid Beauty. I think they're great. I purchased them a long time ago and I kind of use it and then I forgot about it. So, you know, as the January comes, I try to clean my cupboard and all of this crap from around. So I kind of discovered them again, and they come like this little, you know, kind of very thin cottons rounds, and they are soaked. And they are amazing. They are just amazing. You can use it twice a day, or I use it only once a day, usually in the evening after I wash my face, and I kind of take one of the cotton rounds and I just go around my face and my neck and then on the back of my hand. And it's very gently, this is very gently like a daily exfoliator of your skin. I think it's great. Highly recommend. Okay, one more skincare item. This is again from Chanel. This is something that I purchased maybe 2 months ago, I'm gonna say, and I didn't show you this, guys. This is the Hydra Beauty Flash. So this is like a daily moisturizer, but this is perfect for like you don't really need primer with this. That's what I'm trying to say. So this is like a moisturizer slash primer in one. So let's say if I have a days that my makeup doesn't have to be perfect, I don't go to work, I don't do anything special, low maintenance, I will use this, and then I'll slap some BB cream or something, you know, on my face, or but it's great. Even if you don't use makeup, this will blur your face. You know, just if you just put it on top, just whatever. This is like the last layer that you want to put, and it will be nicely kind of give you this blurring effect, will even up your skin tone a bit. So I think it's a great cream, but again, it's Chanel, it's expensive. So if you can justify, this is only 1 ounce, and I believe this was about $45, so it is extremely expensive, but I really like it. So okay. Oh, one more item I want to share with you. Facial treatment essence from SK-II. Again, this is going to be my not just a month or, you know, the 2 favorite. This is something that I have been using for quite a few months, at least 6 months. This is the 75 ml bottle. And as you can see, I still have here a little bit left. And I mean, this lasted me for a long time. It is like pricey. The 75 ml cost $99, ridiculously priced. I didn't want to buy a bigger one because it's nearly $200. I think I will repurchase the smaller bottles rather than the big ones, because it's been like a good 6 months and I'm using it once or twice a day. It really depends. But I don't put it on a cotton, like a round cotton pad. I don't do that because I feel like this way you can waste a lot of product. What I do, I will just splash a little bit on the palm of my hand, and I just kind of rub it together, and then I kind of pat around my face. This is amazing product. If you guys are ever thinking about buying this, or I know it's ridiculously expensive, but it's really, really nice and does wonder for your skin. So, and I really don't have issues with my skin. I think my skin is amazing. I've been very blessed with a good skin. I only have like breakouts every once in a while, but really, this is great. So I'll highly recommend. All right, let's take a moment from my skin. Let's take a little break, and this is gonna be kind of funny. If you remember my if you watch my Christmas, what I've got for Christmas video, you heard me talking how much I dislike this perfume which I got for Christmas. So after that video, obviously, I mean, I got it, right? So I've decided to use it. So I sprayed one day, and I think at the end of the day, I realized that I still can smell, you know, there's still the scent of the twilly. So I was like, that's kind of nice. As the day kind of went by, I liked it more and more. So I tried to use it the next day, and then the next day, and the day after, and I got hooked. It is a strong, I'm still gonna say the same thing. It's a very strong, you know, perfume, but I think with the chemistry of my body, of my, you know, it just starts working very nicely throughout the day, that I really, really have been enjoying. And you don't need much because it's extremely strong, so you can barely see that I use, but I did use quite a bit. And then my second favorite is also the one I've got for Christmas, and this is Miss Dior Absolutely Blooming. Is it? Yeah, Absolutely Blooming. This is incredibly strong. It's completely different than the Twilly, but it is also has a very strong scent, although it's more flowery. So yeah, these two I loved a lot. Let's talk about the primers. Two majorly expensive primers that I have been loving, and then one of them is durable. This is like a little deluxe sample, but I do have a full size. This is the Professional. So let's start with this. I use a very little, like a pea-sized amount of Professional, and I just kind of put it on my nose, you know, and here around this area where we usually have pores, you know, just to kind of even up a little bit. I use this. That's why it's gonna last you for a lifetime if you just do this. And then I will follow with 1 pump of what is it called, Guerlain super duper expensive gold primer, $75, but I think it's gonna, this is actually my second bottle. This is gonna last for a very, very long time. So we're talking about a few months. So again, we can slightly justify the price. So this is what I usually do. If I don't use the Professional around my nose area, then I will use this, or either all over my face or just around my nose. This is Touche Éclat Blur Primer from YSL. Again, it's expensive. It's less expensive. I think this one is 45. This one is 75. They look nearly the same, but they are completely different. This one is more kind of watery. This one is more silicone-y. So if I use this, I don't need this. So, you know, it's really depends what I do and how I feel about my makeup a certain day. I will use these things. And then the 2 foundation that I have been obsessed over the month of January is the, again, super duper expensive Chanel Submerge foundation. I have no clue how to say it. This is the one that comes in the jar. And then Chantecaille, also the one that comes with the jar. Again, I purchased both of them long time ago, and once I used them, they were beautiful on my skin. I loved it. And then, you know, as the, you know, seasons change, our skin change, the level of dryness and moisturizer just change in our skin. They start to look awful on me, so I kind of put them aside and move on to something else. And now I took them back on, and I figured I was using them actually separately. But I figured, like, why don't I combine these 2 and see what's gonna happen? And I love it. So the entire month of December, I have been mixing a tiny bit of each, and they are very thick. Let me show you guys. See, like the Chanel, they are more like almost like a face cream, extremely, extremely thick. And the same thing is with the Chantecaille, very thick. But as you can see, I have very little left. I think they work better together than separate. At least that's how I feel. I feel like this one's slightly too light and this one's slightly too dark. So if I mix them together, they're just perfect. So I really, really have been enjoying this 2 foundation. And I apply them with the wet beauty blender, and they're just gorgeous. This is what I'm wearing today. Love it. Okay, I'm done with beauty. Let's talk about the fashion part of the video. So the first thing I'm gonna show you guys is my PRADA slip-on velvet bow sneakers. I think this was the name. This is how they look like. So obviously they are velvet on the, you know, outside, and they have like a sneaker, like, you know, bottom. I'm sorry, they are dirty, and they have this very cute bow on top, and then yeah, it says Prada in here. They are the cutest shoes ever. I've got so many compliments, you guys, on these shoes, and they go with everything. You can dress them down, dress them up, dress them down. It's just, it's been like my to-go shoes. I purchased them I'm gonna say over the summer sometimes, so I haven't worn them until like really fall and now winter. Of course, I try to wear them when it's dry, so I'm not gonna ruin them, of course. And they were so tight at first, like, you know, like in the, here in this part, I thought they just gonna cut the blood of my foot, like the first time I wore them, and I was just so disappointed. But you know, like an hour into it, they just stretched, and they are the most comfortable shoes designer shoes, the most comfortable designer shoes I ever had. These are just amazing. They are probably discontinued, but they do very similar styles with this kind of, you know, sole. I've seen they're just different a little bit on top, so I'm sure they would fit pretty much the same, you know, comfortably. I've seen them in velvet. Just like I said, it's a little bit different design, but I love them. All right, another item that I've loved this month is my Louis Vuitton toiletry pouch 19. This is the one I've purchased in Poland during my recent trip in November at the Louis Vuitton store in Warsaw or Warszawa. And I love it. It's a perfect size. It fits right in my Neverfull and, you know, most of my bigger bags, and I'll just keep, you know, random stuff, you know, that you would normally have, a lipstick or, you know, little, what is it, like a Blotterazzi, and I would normally put this hand cream in here as well. So, you know, just, I think it's just such a perfect cosmetic bag. I felt like I have a size 15, and I always thought like a size 15 feels a little bit too small, and maybe because the canvas feels a lot thicker on my toiletry pouch 15, and I mentioned it when I unboxed this one with you guys. This one is very supple, it's very flexible, it feels much nicer. I don't know, my 15 is just so stiff, so maybe that's why I don't kind of reach, I don't know, but anyway, I've been really loving this Louis Vuitton toiletry pouch. And then the last but not least, and I know you guys will say like, oh, you just unboxed this. That's true, but I just have to mention it. This is my brand new Chanel flap back clutch. It's in patent leather, calfskin patent leather, and it's in this beautiful color. And I know you guys gonna be sick of me talking about this bag, but I think it's just fabulous. It's absolutely amazing, and I would never think that I would buy a Chanel red like bag like this, but I just love it. You know, it has a chain, so it's perfect, and it's all leather lined inside, and it's just beautiful. So this is it. This was a pretty long favorites, but like I said, I don't do them every month because I don't always feel like I have, you know, anything good to share. So I had a lot of skincare. I think January is usually, you know, we want to try kind of take care of our skin and, you know, all that jazz. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for your comments. Give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!